Okay, good evening, folks. Welcome along. It's we're on Transport Fever 2 tonight. Sorry for the delays. Had a bit of problems with the graphics capture card earlier, and we've just about got it stacked up with coal and ready for this session. Our first episode of Transport Fever 2. Today we've livened it up in the sandbox, which means there's no costs and things like that, because it's the only way we can show off in sort of relatively quick time just what's involved in this game. Now I'm going to be trying something out new to me. This is where you can build your own towns. We're going to make a mega city type thing, and as you may have discovered, the town names in this game, I've renamed them all to be sort of 80s rock bands and groups of the 80s, just for something bit of a change. We are in the 80s, as you can see, 1980, January the 1st. And right, let's get on and see where we're going to start. Now, I did do some prep work somewhere, if I can find it, if we're that organised. It's around about here, where that we're going to start to build our big, massive city. It's going to be, is it here or is it up here? Let's have a look. Well, there you go. This is about as good as planning as it gets. I'm sure. There we go. It's opposites. Right, so I've got the map round the wrong way. Right, this is the south end of the map. There we go. It's up by ZZ Top here. Right, so I've cleared all this area here for us to start to make work on our massive city. And, well, what better place to start slap bang in the middle as we put down some rail lines. There's plenty of videos out there, no doubt you've already seen people having like first looks of Transport Fever. And how the game generally works. Not too dissimilar from Transport Fever 1, but obviously the graphical content and some of the workings of it has been fine-tuned. Right, so we're going to slap down a railway station down here. This one's going to be pretty big. I'm going to go for the full high-speed tracks, full length there. Now we have these modular stations in. You can expand things much easier, much better. Right, let's have a look. So I want it to be pretty central to In Excess up there in the north, and ZZ Top to the bottom. Right, so let's line that up there. Yeah, I'm going to put it sort of in the middle of this cleared area, so we've got plenty of room to expand. Let's have a look. So, what a banana. I messed that up. So we can plonk that down there like that. There we go. Right. We want to make sure that this station's accessible from both sides, because we are going to be building around about both sides of this. So to do that, we can configure this station and add some modules in. We're going to go for another passenger building, a massive one, on this side. We'll do it opposite the other one there. So let's take a top-down view and have a look. Yeah, something like that. Right, that's all we're going to do to it for now. We'll just make it because we're going to make sure there's enough room either side to expand. We can add goods stations and goods platforms to this as well. We might do that to sort of put it in as markers. I think that might be a sensible idea, actually. We could build that. Now the thing is, will it allow me to go? Oh, it will, outside from there as well. That's fantastic. Right, so we're going to put one goods platform up here as well. Cargo building, we don't want nothing too major there, but we'll stick that there. Okay, right. There we go, is the foundations of our massive city. We're going to go for a 4-lane road Hopefully, how are we doing there? Is that good? Yep, the good station's connected. One path connected there. Okay, marvellous. We're going to do something similar down this side. That's a bit on the east there. Yeah, so is that. Am I too close now? Oh, we'll get away with that, I think. Right, just a little bit that way. There we go. That'll do. Right, so the idea being is that we're going to build up the main roads around here. So we're going to build I don't know, we'll do a sort of orbital road around the outside with 4-lane roads linking into the centre here. And then we'll get building some suburbs around there, because you can plant actual towns in and around it now, and hopefully the idea is that it's going to expand around it. So, okay, let's get our orbital road around the outside. So where do we really want to start this? Probably down here. And then we'll start to bring it around like that. Hopefully this won't end up like the M25 here in the UK, where it just ends up a big car park. So we'll go head over that way, because we've got plenty of room out there. Okay. And then, is he going to let me do that? No, so let's put a bit of angle on it. We'll head off in this direction. And we can connect in excess and ZZ top up as well by road. And we want to come... Nope. All the way along there. Sit around like that. And then down. Oh, we can get Fleetwood Mac in there as well. Bonus. What's that got a collision with? What's that? Ah, wait a minute. It's not quite connected there. By the looks of it. Construction not possible. So what is going on here? Oh, okay. Okay. It just needs a bit of manipulation. Okay. Right, now where's that? Okay. We'll live with that. We'll get rid of this bendy bit here. We are going out a bit further than I thought we were. Right, okay, so that... Ah, wait a minute. Now, is that these... Yeah, that's only 37 mile an hour, isn't it? I forgot, we got this lot up here. This one's 62, so we could upgrade this lot. Would it let us do it all in one go? In big enough chunks. Right, that's better. At least we won't be poodling around on the streets at 30 mile an hour. I'm sure the citizens will be pleased with that. Right, so we go back to our 4-lane roads here. What speed are these? Oh, these are quite fast as well. Right, so how are we going to do this now? We're going to link out to the 4 corners. One out that way. That's collision again. Well, no, I think what we do here, we're going to come into there. What is going on with this corner of the... there you go, it's playing now. Always get one that wants to sod about. Okay, put them on in. No. Right, so... Yeah, we can go straight into the centre there on the 6-lane. Same out this side. Back to that. Right, bit of a junction there. Okay, I think we can continue down. These 2 roads going off, something like that. We've got one going off there. and one going off there. Right, okay, so we want some reasonable sized streets in the city part of the area. I'm not going to make them 60 miles an hour. We will keep to the 6-lane 37 mile an hour ones here. So I'll have the main street coming down here. Oh, no. Yeah, I think you've just got to zoom in a little bit. Another one there. Zoom in again. Right, okay, so you'll see in a few moments that this madness might all start to make sense in a few moments when we start getting it to fill in with various suburbs, which we're going to have to come up with some more 80s names for in a few moments. So we've got a 6-track railway station going right down the centre. I think what we'll do, before we forget, is put some bus stations, tram stations in near to the station. So we'll want one this side. Nice crossing right outside the station. Will we squeeze one in on the other side? No, that's a bit tight, so we'll have to go to the opposite side. Well, it's pretty much the same as the other side, isn't it? It's opposite the station on the other side of the road. Okay, so a couple of stops there. I think we'll put some in, which is hopefully going to be the city centre. One there. Spin that one round. One there. That's a bit too close to the station there. I think that'll do us, because I think the rest we can do with bus stops. So I might just put some on the outskirts here, because we might run some trams to the outskirts of the city. Put one up here. There you go. Save messing around with little bus stops. Did that one connect to the road? I don't think it did. No, it didn't. Right, let's get rid of that. Try again. Stick that one in there. And finally one down here, I think. Might be being a bit optimistic there with these tram stops, but you never know. You never know. Just interested to see how this is going to work when you trying to get it to build around existing infrastructure. Okay, so we need a road depot. Well, this can go out the way really, because yeah, we don't need that in a prime area. It's just to get buses and trams started. Should we go down the tram route straight away? I think we'll start with buses and see how we go from there. There we go. So there's our road depot. Put some place marker tracks in, I think, so that when we actually do go live. Hold on a minute, did I freeze that? Yeah, I'll get that going to half. Whoops, we don't want another station there. Looking at money down the drain. But as I say, we're in sandbox mode, so we've not really got any costs at the moment. We've already done 11 million just on this bit of infrastructure here. But look, it's gonna be huge by the time we expand this out. And right, so we want the tracks. So as I say, I'm going to put them in place marker. We're going to go for the high speed ones. Okay, I think it's yeah. Okay, I'll remember to do the goods line just before we get carried away. Right, so we've got the track going out there. How's that looking? Okay. Right, that one out. Yeah, I'm not looking too much cosmetically at the moment. This is just to stop the AI building out on the areas we need to lay this railway track. So on there. Normally I'd put these a bit closer together, but like I say, come on, sort yourself out. Okay, like I say, we can sort that out a bit later once we've got things building. Okay, so we've got 6 going out that way. We want to do the same with the south version, or south facing part of the station. Oops. Come on, you can do it. There you go. Right, is that what we want? It's a bit of an angle. That should do us there. Okay. One more out that way. One there. Okay, and the final 2. Oh, came up then. Come on. There we go. As I say, cosmetically we're not too fussed at the moment. Don't worry about the prettiness of it all afterwards. Right, okay, so we've got 6 going south. Before I forget, let's get some track laid down for the goods part of the station here. Let's configure that. Tracks, we'll electrify it. Okay, I'm going to go for another platform. Can we get another platform in there? Yeah, easy. Oops. Sort yourself out. Right, okay, and I think we'll squeeze in another track down here. Yeah, I'm going to have to look to extend them, but anyway, it's there as a place marker at the moment. Okay, looking good. Right, so what we'll do, I'm happy with that. Yeah, I'm sure the AI is going to infill the roads here, as long as we've got this these main roads in, and I'll get them connected up to the towns surrounding it shortly. Of course, we got this bit here as well. Okay, well, let's start getting this spawned. Now, how we add in here, because I'm in sandbox mode, you can see that you've got your towns section here you want to add in, and any further industrial production that you want going on around it, you can also add in here, but we're just going to stick to the town at the moment. Right, okay, so we're going to make this huge. We'll keep that random for now as to what industrial and commercial bits it needs. Right, so we've got that set at huge. So basically this circle here, where you want it to start spawning, is where you do it. And it's pretty sort of random as it goes in, as you'll see now. So we're going to get that to make our first part of the city. And as you can see, it's already doing all the back streets. That is quite big, actually. That's covered both sides. That's bigger than I thought it was going to be. Much bigger. Right, okay, so we'll rename that. What we're going to call this one. This is going to be our big, massive city, as we're keeping in with the 80s theme. We'll call this Ultravox. There you go. So Ultravox in there. Passenger side there. It's called it ZZ Top, but that's way down there. It's Ultravox. Train terminal. Okay, and then the same for the goods side. Fat sausage fingers on the keyboard. Ultravox goods terminal. Okay, right, there we go. So Ultravox is up and running. I bet, yeah, it's called all these bloody bus stops, haven't they? Ultravox. Oops, There we go. Look at what you're doing. There we go. What's it called, this one? The top branch. Done it again. Ultravox. Top branch. The other ones, I'll just let them call it what it wants, but the ones near to the city, we want to make it clear that it's Ultravox, otherwise it's going to get all messy with mixing names up in the same districts, as it were. Right, so there we have, hopefully, once we get started and we've started to get some traffic running through here, this is going to expand out. I'm going to create some other regions down here, and to do that, I think I'm going to have to add a few more main roads in. I'm going to do the extra. I'm going to do the 4 lanes, I think. So we get that in there. Yeah, that's what I found with this. You have to, if you're too far away, and if you're coming from that end, you're going to just get a bend in it. I don't want the bend in it. Okay, so bit at a time, I think. No, it's not going to quite line up with that. Yeah. Okay, I think we'll get away with that. Bit of a wonk. Let's get on another road. Why doesn't it do it straighter than that? Okay, we can get to there. Marvellous. To there. Glide. Something pretty similar here. Something like that. Okay, so we'll do something out of the ordinary here. Like I say, this, once we start to spawn areas, it will infill. And as you can see here, it's already sort of expanding out with smaller streets, which is not done a bad job of, actually. Right, okay, we happy with that? Let's a couple more down here to zone it up a bit. This one's going to be wonky, you watch. Oh, not too bad. Okay. Oh, wow. There you go. Look at that. Now, there are things like roundabouts here, so let's have an experiment with that. We've not... can I do that from here? Country highway, country one-way, urban. Where don't I see the roundabouts? Was it in this bit? Let's have a look here. What we got here? So we got street signs. That. Oh, here we go. Oh, wow. There's some impressive junctions here. Wow. Is that it? Okay. Well, as I say, this is all about experimentation. I'm wondering, is there any way you can make that slightly bigger? What's this deal about? That's like an intersection, isn't it? Oh, wow, you got motorways and all sorts. So that's a junction there for your motorways. Oh, well, I wish I'd seen them before I'd done this, but as I say, we can do that in another part of the map. Somewhere else, we'll take these in consideration. So we've got T intersection, cloverleaf, and roundabout circular intersection. I'm wondering, can you configure that afterwards? What do we need? We need. Let's have a look. Let's dump one in there a minute. Let's see if it can be configured. No. Okay, we'll put one in for the sake of it. We're all for experimentation here. So that's just a normal size road, isn't it? There. We'll make it, have some sort of purpose as to why it's a roundabout. Ooh, I don't like that. Okay. Oh, just look up there. Right, okay, that'll be interesting to see how that works. I have seen some more rather extravagant ones. I'm just wondering, is it because you have to do... Ah, yes. Right, so you can make that bigger. It's one way, of course. It's got crossings on it. See, this is what my pet hate about roundabouts in this country is when they put crossings right on the junctions and it just snarls everything up. Yeah, okay. Well, we'll keep it simple. Keep it simple. Just as I say, this is all about experimentation. I mean, you know, I've not had much. I've had I had this reserved, this game, about 6 weeks before it actually got released, and I think I've only played it a couple of times. Just not had the time. Now the Christmas holidays are here, and I've got 3 weeks off. Then it's party time, and it's time to get used to this. So you may be watching this stream going, "Oh, you shouldn't do that. Shouldn't do this." It's all part of the fun, and it's you know. It's nothing too serious. If you're having fun, I mean, look at that. I mean, my main road here is a little bit on the wonk, but there you go. Some things like that in the real world as well. Yeah, so this is going to be, as you can see, a considerable city once it starts expanding. Like I say, it's not going to do that until I take it off pause and we start getting a transport network set up. Now, first of all, I think just to generate a few bucks quickly, we'll get a rail line set up between a few other towns and cities and take it from there. But meanwhile, we're working on Ultravox. I think we need to spawn the next part of the city in this area. What I'm going to do, I'm going to spawn it about here. There you go. Marvellous. Right, so let's what can we tear it on. Well, we'll call that Ultravox West. Like that, okay. Excuse me, I've got a bit of a cold as well, a bit of man flu. Right, still called it... Did I not press enter? Ultravox West, there you go. Right, so... That's that part there. Now, I was thinking of some sort of circular rail network going around the outside, but that's something to think about. Yeah, that's... Shall I put in a station somewhere? Yeah, because you get these little all-in-one train units, don't you? That I could have running around the outskirts of the city, serving some areas. Yeah. Okay. Right, so I'm going to infill these other bits now with medium size towns, places like here, in the centre there. See how it deals with that. There. That area needs it. Here. Oh, wait a minute. Yep. As you can see on the top right hand side of the screen there, it does work, and I'm expecting it to pull off miracles here and do them all at once. There you go. So it's done them. It's just working on that one now. Another area down here. So as you can see with the bus network, I'm going to have to sort of zone it up into these different areas. I'm going to rename these. I'm not going to do that now because that's going to be pretty boring for you to sit there watching me renaming particular areas. Right, so that's building out down there as well. Right, is there anywhere that's looking particularly sparse? If we do some small ones here, just to infill these gaps. That's that one. That I think it's gonna naturally form out anyway, and so is all this. Let's put another region down there. That one's already filling out. Bloody hell, that's small. that is not small. That's quite big. Right, I think that'll do us, because I think the AI is going to certainly expand on that. Okay, that's it for this one, because I've got a mega stream coming up in around about half an hour's time. If you're into your Star Citizen stuff, we're looking at the 3.8 live release. I was running the PTU version of it for a while, and we didn't have much success. We had lots of crashes, and the most I got out of that is an hour and a half. I had a quick peep. I've put it on the live version. I've had to start from, well, I think most of us do. You have to start from scratch, because you lose all your money and the bits that you've bought. So we're literally starting from scratch. I've got a couple of trading runs in just to build up a little bit of cash. And I'm going to be showing you that. We're going to be running that for a few hours on the stream. That's in about half an hour's time. But thanks for joining us on this one. Don't forget to check out episode 2. I'm hoping to get another episode in tomorrow before Christmas, and then probably on Boxing Day. That'll be on Thursday as well. Thanks for joining us, and if you are sticking around, I'll see you in about half an hour for some Star Citizen 3.8.